Yeah, welcome to like a Chief Keef futuristic type melody tutorial. Uh, I'm using a different audio device as I'm not used to using this one, just to so I can record my voice at the same time. It might seem a little laggy. Hopefully it won't affect it too much like the video. But yeah. Anyways, so let's start off with the strings. Uh, I built like viol strings and then I added regular like vinyls. They is called vinyl strings. Uh, so the viol strings is to build like a more calm bass, like a build up for the more aggressive strings, which I'll show you later. And this is like my like a pattern that I use for some strings. You see, it's like three notes over each other, and yeah, and you can use. Let's just hear how it sounds. Yeah. So and then I have the regular strings, like exactly the same pattern. Let's just show. Let's see how they. So you see how it becomes more aggressive when I use the other strings together with them. So that's like for the viol strings to come in smoothly in the beginning, and then like the other strings add up, so it makes like the listener more hyped or like ready for the drop or whatever. And if you're having problems finding like the right key with the notes, I would suggest moving the middle note up and down a little bit so you can find where it sounds good, sounds in key, depending on how you build your pattern. Uh, yeah. A tip is like if this one in the middle here is in like not sharp, and then you do the same thing. This would usually be there, but it doesn't sound right, so I moved it up, and then it sounded better. Like, yeah, I don't know how to really explain it in English as it's not my first language, so yeah. But yeah, then as I said, I used the strings as a bass. So I used the strings as a bass to build this Monkey Island plucked melody, which you can use in Nexus. So yeah, this is built off of the strings. And this one is in a higher note for a more playful light sound. I'll show how it sounds. Yeah, so that's how that sounds. And off of the Monkey Island melody, I built with a Caribbean plucked. So it's like, and this one is built out off of the monkey one. So it's like they complement each other, you know? So let's hear how that sounds. Yeah. And then I have like a piano sound here. This one is basically in an even higher note. And you know when you listen to a beat or a track and you hear like one part in the melody that stands out, I wanted this one to be like one of those. I don't know if you agree like with it, but that's how I want it to sound. So let's hear it. So that's when you listen to the whole beat later, you will hear that that sound stands out a little bit, and that's what I wanted to do. I added an arpeggiator, which I built out of as I said, the base of the strings. So you see, this is usually where the string hits at every section, but I just drag them out after the first hit, so it sounds like this. Yeah, and it's really easy to clog your beat if you don't mix it well when you have this many melody parts. So for it not to sound clogged, you need to put a little bit of time into the mixing. Uh, so towards the climax, I use an oscillator. It's called like PW for president in purity, and yeah, it's like a build up towards the climax where it plays together with a brass, which I'll show you later. So this is how this sounds. You can see it's also in a very high note. You don't want all your melody parts to be in the same area because they will just like clog out each other and you won't like pay attention. The listener won't pay attention to all the parts because it won't sound that good. So make sure to spread them out a little bit in notes and stuff. Yeah, so that's how that sounds. And then you go towards the like the climax part. I have a brass. I'll show you it. It's the Victory brass in XS3. It's kind of basic pattern. It sounds like this. Let's play it together with the this one. Sounds like this. Yeah. So before we get into the whole beat, so you can hear everything together, I'll just show you some mixing. So I'm using the first 8 tracks as my mixing, or like for my melody part, because I have 8 different melody type sounds. Uh, and as you can see, they all have an EQ on them, right? So this is what I basically do. I remove the bass as much as I can for it not to sound like till it sounds bad, basically. So and then I like give it a little bit more bass so it won't sound bad. Uh, to leave room for the drums, so you can um, have the bass for the kick and 808 and stuff. Then before I adjust the volume, I always go to the master. I add a soft clipper and I add Maximus. So you can either use the low here or master, and then you can go to, you won't see this I think, but you go to preset, you go to mastering, and you select master 8.1. What you will hear is that all your melody parts, or like all parts that you've made so far in the beat, will sound much louder. But I use this for a source to hear the sounds more clearly, so I can adjust the volume more accurate and stuff. Uh, I really recommend it. But yeah, that's basically it. Let's listen to all of the beats. I'll use the drums too. Uh, mm, mm, mm. There we go. Yeah, and I used the love filter in the beginning. Uh, yeah, okay, this is how it sounds. Yeah, so that's how it sounds. I hear that it sounds is affected a little bit by me changing audio device, but hopefully you learned something from this or can learn something by like from this. And yeah, take care. Bye.